Hi there, this is a video response to everybody, or at least everybody who made a video about their favorite movie quotes of the 80s. I watched a few of them and I wanted to come up with a few of my own. I had some help from my friend Nicole on this one, so I just wanted to mention her. A couple of Bond movie quotes that I've been fond of from the 80s. In 1989, License to Kill came out with Timothy Dalton, and in one scene he is basically taken on a fake identity to confront, or at least initially meet up with the villain played by Robert Davi, and he asks him, so what's your line of work? And Timothy Dalton says, I help people with their problems. Robert Davi goes, problem solver, huh? More like a problem eliminator, Timothy Dalton says. I like that one. And in View to a Kill, which is widely considered to be the very worst James Bond movie ever made, Bond is Roger Moore's chatting up a woman at a party, and she's about to leave, and he says, I would hope you could stay and have dinner with me. Now I shall be all alone. And she says, oh, I doubt that. Love it. About Ghostbusters. Ray, the next time that someone asks you if you're a god, you say, yes! Stand By Me. Corey Feldman says, I'll only be young once. And River Phoenix says, yeah, but you're going to be stupid the rest of your life. Raising Arizona. The name's Smalls. Leonard Smalls. My friends call me Lenny. But I got no friends. Oh, stop. You're going to make me bust out crying. Evil Dead 2 is a good one. Yeah, that's right. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Love that scene. Corey Feldman again in The Goonies. Look it! I got an idea. Why don't we just pour chocolate all over the floor and let Chunk eat his way through? Die Hard. Yes. One of my favorite one-liners, but also one of my favorite cutaways. You see Hans Gruber, Alan Rickman start to fall from the top of the building all the way down, in slow motion, and it cuts to the cops on the ground, and they're looking up and going, boy, I hope that's not a hostage. Cut back to Alan Rickman. Awesome. The Breakfast Club, of course. The Breakfast Club has tons of quotable lines. About half of them come from Bender. I love the bit where he is crawling through the ceiling back into the main room, and then he crashes, and everyone goes, whoa, what was that? He jumps up and goes, forgot my pencil. But the best part probably has to be when Paul Gleason, the supervisor, is, scolding him and telling him he doesn't care about anything, and he's just like, what if you're home? What if your family? What if your dope was on fire? Impossible, sir. It's in Johnson's underwear. Let's see, what next? Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones is sitting down with his adversary, Belloc, who says, Jones, do you realize what the Ark is? It's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking to God, and it's within my reach. And Indy says, you want to talk to God? Let's go see him together. I've got nothing better to do. Here's a movie that probably hasn't been seen by a lot of people. A comedy with Kathleen Turner and Burt Reynolds called Switching Channels. There's an incident, she's basically a reporter, or an on-camera journalist for the cable news company that Burt Reynolds is in charge of. At one point there's a woman that basically falls from a couple of stories in their building, and the man who's with them is like in love with her. So he goes to Burt Reynolds, he's like, you're going to take care of her, aren't you? You're going to take care of her? And Burt Reynolds says, of course, if she lives, I'll give her a job. If she dies, I'll name a foundation after her. There's tons of funny lines in that movie. Really, really fast-paced dialogue. I love it. RoboCop. Here's a quote that doesn't get mentioned a lot. When the executive for OCP, played by Bob Morton, is entertaining a couple of ladies at his home, and then Clarence Boddicker with his pistol bursts in and tells them all to get out and sticks the gun in Bob Morton's face. As she's walking out the door, one of them says, gee, Bobby, bye. You gonna call me? Oh yeah, Back to the Future, of course. So you're my Uncle Joey. Better get used to these bars, kid, And then my friend Nicole always likes the line that comes right after that, in which Marty's aunt goes, yes, Uncle Joey just loves his playpen. He cries whenever we take him out, so we just leave him in there all the time. Amadeus. This one is not so much a funny line, but it's just one that I find very memorable. As Salieri is helping Mozart compose his latest piece, he stops for a moment. Mozart stops for a moment and goes, "I'm so ashamed. I thought you did not care for my music. For me. Forgive me. Forgive me." He's very sick. He's close to dying at that point, and that's kind of a sad moment, because obviously Salieri is trying to steal his work because he expects him to die. And there's one last one that I saw a couple months ago, again on TV, and just laughed my butt off when I heard this line. In Short Circuit, Fisher Stevens plays an Indian computer technician, and Steve Guttenberg is a computer expert as well, and they've been working on the robots and what have you. And once one of the robots escapes and is being protected by Ali Sheedy, they are in the middle of running around looking for them. They stop by the side of the road and have a little chat about her. And Gutenberg is like, I think she's kind of pretty, don't you? And Fisher Stevens says, I am thinking she is a virgin, or at least she used to be. Anyway, those are some of my favorite 80s quotes, some of the less quoted stuff. Hope you enjoyed this. Take it easy.